evening, everyone, and welcome along to round number 19 of Inside Line Racing Season 4. This is ILR4, and we are here today where it hosted the real-life Race of Champions earlier on in the year. It is the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico for the Mexican Grand Prix. Should be a good one tonight. It's a very sunny day. It gets very hot quite easily. The Mexican Grand Prix actually started in 1963 and carried on to around about 1970. Then it went on for another period between 1986 and 1992, and then it returned in 2015. 20 times it was held here, and Jim Clark has won the most here with 4 wins. Pretty decent stuff. So I'm Jess, I'll be one of your I am your only commentator for tonight's race. So you're gonna get loads of action tonight, and it should be a good one. And this is where potentially the title could be decided tonight. It might not do, or it might. There are certain permutations. Now, if you do follow me on Twitter, then I did post the permutations that one of the drivers very kindly sent to me. So I'm just going to go through with you right now what they are. So pretty much technically only 3 people can win the championship. Obviously they're still in the chance of winning the championship. One of which is our championship leader, Chill Drive. Now he could win it tonight. Chill Drive could win it tonight. But Alberto and Ritson will be stopping them in their way. So if Chill wins, Ritson needs to finish 3rd. And Alberto will be out of this if Chill wins anyway. If Chill finishes 2nd, Ritson needs to finish 7th. If Chill finishes 3rd, Ritson needs to finish 8th. And I'll go through a few more stuff. I'm actually going to see if one of the contenders is actually on the lap. There we go, there's Ritson. I'll follow him. If Chill finishes 4th place, Roberto needs to win. Or 5th or 6th. If Chill finishes 7th or 8th, then Roberto needs to finish 2nd. If Chill finishes 9th or 10th, he needs to finish 3rd. And if Chill does not score points, Roberto needs to finish 4th. So that's what these 2 guys to do to make sure they keep their championship fight alive. Chill Drive is basically got to finish pretty much in the points, but the best chance of actually gaining the championship tonight is getting a podium or possibly winning. So Skideo in the Red Bull has just set the fastest lap time so far. Now I've got some interesting stats because in each of the tier chats they've been sent the stats on how everybody's been going this season, because we may get a bit of a movement between the drivers next season. We'll have some coming down from ILR3, some coming up from ILR5, and some coming to ILR3. So it's going to be a bit of a change. But all we know is the championship winner will automatically be promoted to ILR3. That's all we know, basically. Now let's see who is on a lap I can follow. Westy's on a lap actually in the other Red Bull. Now I'm just going to get the lap data there as well. So he's going through sector 2 now, the very long right. There's a very long DRS straight, so all most people can rely on is making sure they get the car fully planted and not going to the wall. Now we're going into the famous stadium section where the Race of Champions was held earlier on. It does look pretty cool. I like the Mexico circuit in the way that it's shaped, and it does bring up some very interesting racing. 114s, 113s is what we could be expecting tonight. Maybe the 115s, you never know. And Westy is in P7. Campbell, one of our new drivers, is in P1. Or he might have changed his game tag, I'm not entirely sure. Nope, it's actually his first race, so that is interesting. Or it might have been a race that I didn't see, but I don't know. But anyway, well, according to the stats, the person that's won the most wins this season, there could be a potential for having his luck to win the title here, is Chill Drive. He's won 4 wins this season. Warlock has won 3 wins. Ritson's 1-2. Huberto's 1-2. Cam K and Mr. Sky has 1-1. Verstappen has 1-1. Those are the only guys that won. So, very intriguing. As far as poles, quite a lot of people have got 2 poles here. No one has got no more than 2 poles in a season in ILR4. So, I wonder, could one of these guys racing today, could they get a 3rd pole and get into the lead of that fight? We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, Westy has just got pole. Now, why won't it let me go to Westy? I'll probably have to do it that way. There we go. I think one of the buttons must have got stuck. But hey ho, it's back to normal now. It's all good. So he's looking quite quick so far in this Red Bull. Now, very, very difficult circuit in a way for overtaking. In the modern era, actually Max Verstappen in the Red Bull has won twice. So it is looking very strong for the Red Bull camp tonight. And good to see we've got 4 people in the chat right now. 11 of you watching. We've got Mark, hello Mark, Bill, Onyx and Jason. So nice to see you all. I will be checking the chat pretty much all this race. So obviously when there's more action I'll be concentrating on the action as well. And don't forget there's also ILR3 happening at the same time. So if you want to check that out as well and watch it side by side, you are more than welcome. But ILR4 is the best, I must say. Now, and they just confirmed also that I will be commentating again for Season 5. I will be back commentating for ILR4, so they can't get rid of me that easily. So, yeah, I basically renewed my contract and I'm back in ILR4 commentating next season, so lucky drivers, really. And lucky you who get to watch me every week. But I'll be on my own all season this time. I won't have anyone join me. Unless we get any new commentators. But it's just me at the moment for next season. Now, I haven't actually mentioned what the tyres are going to be in this race. Now, the tyres are... the Hypersofts are back in use once again. The last time the Hypers were in use, I think, was Russia. Yeah, it was Russia that it was the last use of Hypersofts. I might be wrong, but I'm not entirely sure how much the Hypersofts do last around here. But I don't know. But a lot of people will be doing Ultras to Supers. That is probably the most common, but Mexico's one of those tracks where 2 stops may be the fastest strategy, but we haven't seen what was the best strategy, to be honest. So some people might have different strategies that may work out for them, but you'll never know. So we have also Corey in the chat. Hello, Corey. And someone asked how Niels is doing this season. Niels actually scored 1 podium, and his average place is 11th. And an average points he gets each race is 4.4. Interesting stat there. And out of the 5 races he started, 3 he finished. So he's only retired twice. So that is not bad going. So most of these guys I will be seeing in Season 5. There's 3 more races to go. I literally can't believe it. This season has gone so quickly, and I have, to be honest, I've really been enjoying it. And this is the first time I can say that I'll be commentating in Mexico. I've never commentated in Mexico at all in any of the F1 games, so this is definitely the first. As Warlock has retired from the session there. Don't know quite what happened there. We've got Carmes on his out lap. Lorenzo's in the Toro Rosso, another new driver tonight. And I wonder if any of you guys were watching testing this week. Well, not watching, maybe listening to the radio or something like that. It was very intriguing. Obviously, for testing, you really got to go by mileage, really, more than lap times. and also go about how many laps they do as well. But to be honest, Ferrari's looking quite strong, and also quite other few teams that you may not expect to be there. So I may post a tweet later on tonight actually about my views. I'm not going to say around here because we've still got, we've got times changing already. Skylo, or Skidio, or however you say his name, has just got pole position with a 1:14.5. And then we got Verstappen with a 1:40.5. Now, Warlock has got a quali ban, that's why he had to retire. So that answers my question on why he retired so early. I forgot why he got the quali ban, but he did get a quali ban, so he will be starting from the back of the grid. So I'm just going to see if any of the guys... Now, Nicolo needs to really get some luck. I think he's the only person who hasn't scored any points. I think he's one of these guys that has been really, really good in F1 2017. It has been that good in F1 2018. It just... For some of them, the new game works better for them, and for some of them, it doesn't. So, I wonder if it might change next season. You never know. And the one thing I like about next season, actually, is the drivers don't get to choose their teams. They will be picked on them based on their finish from season 4. So, if they... Well, basically, they say... Oh, J-Carty's took an interesting line. That's probably an invalidated lap. And Carmez, I think, is still on 1B, slowing down. It looks like he was running out of fuel for a minute there, but maybe he's just no, he's not. He was on his out lap. He was on his out lap. I thought so. Now, I might ask the drivers in a minute actually what the weather's going to be like, so I'll do that in a second. But we got Skyler and Verstappen. I'm just going to see the best tyres a second. Verstappen and Skylo's best lap was on the Ultras. Ryan Berry's up there in third. That is pretty impressive from Ryan Berry. That's his best result. He needs to get a good result too. And his best result was on a Hypersofts, 1:14.7. I've been looking at the lap times actually. Not much difference, but it's probably the closest qualifying session that I've ever seen in ILR4. So, GG guys, GG. And we got Rich in 5th. His best lap is on the Ultras. Westy's best lap is on the Ultras as well. And we got Mr. Sky's best laps on the Super Softs, as well as Ritson, Campbell, Chill Drive, Joe. Joe's back this week after a couple of races where he was banned. So he's now back, ladies and gentlemen. And we got Niels, who's on the Supers. We got Cam K on the Supers. Carmez, Nicolo. No, Cam K's on the Hypers, sorry. Carmez, Nicolo, Lorenzo, Jay Carty, and Uberto's on Supers. And Chopper is on Hypers, so. And Faber is on Supers, so. But don't forget, the guys that are from 11th downwards, they get free choice of tyres. So, for them, it doesn't really matter what it happens. Well, apparently, Warlock got the quali ban for ghosting in qualifying and holding someone with it. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Warlock. But, yeah, that is harsh reality sometimes. If you do hold someone up in qualifying whilst ghosting, then it could face some severe penalties, as it were. So, yeah. Now, we only got a few races to go. And I would like you to tell me your thoughts in the chat who you think is going to win the championship. And do you think it's going to be decided tonight? Now, I've got some opinions. I don't think it's going to be decided tonight. I think Whitson and Roberto could take this fight on to another race in Brazil. But Mexico has seen title deciders before with Lewis Hamilton the last 2 years. But with Lewis Hamilton, though, in Mexico, when he wins the title, he doesn't get a good result, really. But they still allow him to do a very special interview saying, yay, you won the championship and stuff like that. So, I think in any situation, what I'm going to be doing is, even if, say, the championship winner doesn't win, for example, or not on the podium, I'm still going to interview them because that will be the best situation. So, But it might be decided tonight, it might not. But it'll be interesting to get your views. Oh, Mr. Sky's DRS is stuck open apparently. Warlock says, predicted that Chill Drive will possibly win it next week. Ooh, Campbell with a 1:13.8. That is a pretty decent lap from Campbell. With 2 minutes to go, so I think in my opinion this is where the track is starting to get really, really hot now. So they need to do very well on their tyre temperatures, because otherwise it's definitely going to cost them throughout this race. So only time will tell how it's going to turn out for these guys. Now I'm going to see. I need to follow someone on a lap fastest. Nils, I think, on a lap. Yes, he is. He's still got right with his ERS, but he's running out quite quickly. He's pushing a little bit on the corner, a little bit too much, but he's on the middle list of tyres. He's on the ultra soft tyres. So it's going to be a slower lap than someone who was on the Hypers, for example. But what lap time is he going to set? It does look not that bad actually. P3. That is not a decent lap. That's a decent lap for him. I was about to say not a decent lap, but it is a decent lap. So already it's close. Let me just look a second. There we go. Let's get quick. The top 10 separated by 9/10 of a second. Holy moly. That's how close it is. Literally anybody can get pole between the top 10. Literally everybody except Huberto, Mr. Sky, or Huberto really's got to make sure that he keeps his championship title alive. He just got to do it, because otherwise he's going to lose it otherwise, because the championship is at stake. As we got the checker flag has fallen, Campbell has just done a lap Chill Drive. There's a few just slowing down, so I don't think he's going to improve on this lap time, but he got P3. Ritson slowing down as well. So I don't think many people are going to improve with their lap times, ladies and gentlemen. How about Ryan Berry? Rich is second. That drops Ritson into... Oh, Chill Drive's dropping into 5th. Now, where Ritson is now, he's in a good position. So he has really got to make sure that he keeps at it. Chill Drive is going to the pits. Ritson's going into the pits. Farber might be on a lap though. So let's see if I can follow him. Yes, he's on a lap right now. But it doesn't look like a really fast one, so... No, it's not. So, your pole man, it's Campbell. I think it's his second race, not the first race. My bad. So, well done to him, you know. 26,000 separated between first and second. Now, necessarily, it may not be the best situation to start on pole, because you're not going to get slipstream, and the others behind you, who are like second or third, are definitely going to get more slipstream than you when you go into turn 1. But you never know. You never know. Campbell really needs to make sure that he does well under pressure, because he's got the championship contenders. So, and I just took a sip of my drink. How cool is that? So, here are your results. We've got Campbell obviously on pole, with Rich in second place, Ritson in third, Westy in fourth place, Chill Drive in 5th position, Niels in P6, Joe in P7, Scalio, I need to know how to say that name, but anyway, in P8, Verstappen in P9, Nicolo rounds up your top 10 with Chopper in 11th, Ryan Berry in 12th, Mr. Sky in 13th, and Cam K in 14th, Lorenzo 15th, Farber 16th, Carl Med 17th, Jay Carty 18th, Huberto 19th, and Warlock not taking a lap time because he has got a quality ban. I've just managed to get through that, and I'm pretty happy with myself. So, Good old me. So, again, like I said, I will be getting involved in the chat for most of the night. And you also can get involved on Twitter as well. So, that will be good. So, it looks like another dry race. So, dry qualifying, dry race. In ILR6, apparently, it chucked it down. So, thank God the drivers are not in ILR6. I am considering racing in ILR6 next season. So, prepared to watch me die if that happens, but it does depend if most of the drivers do stay around, but hey. So, we're just waiting for the drivers to ready up for their session. And just to let you know about Season 5, there's only going to be 10 races in Season 5. I'm not entirely sure what races they have picked for the 10 race season. It's going to be a quite short one because obviously in August time roughly, that's when the new F1 2019 game comes out. Can't believe this year's gone so fast already. We're nearly in March. You know, it's just pretty incredible. And let me just look on tyres. The top two on the hypers now. That's going to be a bit of a gamble between the top two, to be honest, because I never know how long these hyper softs are going to last around here. I don't know. And Nicolo has been disqualified from the session already, and so is Chopper as well. So, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. So, Rich, who's going to get a good... I predict Ritson is going to get a good start off the line. I think he is. He is going to get the start he needs. And Joe really needs to get a good result as well, because obviously he's missed a few races, and which means he has lost a few points as well. So he really needs to make sure he gets his act together. As do all of them really. Now Herberto's starting in last. Now, if he's where he is, pretty much the championship fight for him is over. So he's got to really get in the points. He's got to basically get a podium for Herberto in order to make sure his championship hopes stand alive. So, can he do a last to first challenge? It is possible. It is possible. But you never know what might happen. And I wonder if the McLaren teammates will be working together. Will they be a bit of team orders? We will just have to wait and see what goes on here. So, I hope you're all hyped for the race to get underway, as the last car is about to form on the grid. We've got a full grid tonight, which is amazing. We haven't had a full grid in ages, actually. We always have a good turnout, though, in ILR4, so it hasn't disappointed yet. So we're about to get ready for the lights to come on. That took a while to take the lights to go on, but anyway, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it is, away we go for the Mexican Grand Prix. And looks like Rich got a much better start than Campbell did around turn 1. That's because they got a lot of slipstream. Already there's people losing positions into turn 1. But looks like Rich going to dive around the inside of Campbell and take the lead already into turn 1. Ritson is on challenge with Chill Drive already. Chill Drive going a bit wide and kind of corner a little bit. Maybe he needs to force the position back. I don't know, but at the moment, Rich is leading. Campbell in second. Ritson defending for his life. Resty getting position from Chill Drive as well. So Chill Drive is struggling on his tyres, even though he's on the Ultras, I believe. But he's probably getting position back. They're side by side on the outside. It's going to be ever so tight. We also got some scrambling going on in the midfield as well, so anything can happen. As basically Chill Drive's on the gearbox. Ritson's not that far behind Campbell either. Ritson's on the alternate strategy compared to Campbell and Rich, so his tyres are going to last more time compared to the others. So Ritson can definitely be a dark horse, but watch out for Chill Drive as well. We already see a big train forming. We've got Nicolo and Faber and Chopper fighting for the last point. Looks looks like one of the Redheads had a better run, but the Sauber's not that far behind. The Sauber's getting the better view of this battle. He's with oh, there's 5 wide. Oh my God, are they going to get cleanly into turn 1? It would be amazing if they did. Holy moly, they did. That is incredible. But Farbo's just got a time penalty, so that ruined that for me. Great. So already some switching and changing already, and with 36 laps as Grand Prix, anything can happen. And Lorenzo is challenging for very tight entry between the Renault, or they will almost be forced off the circuit. Then you've got to be careful. You can't really go full wide here. So these guys got to make sure they leave it some space. And we've already seen a few people get a few warnings already. So just got to be made more aware about what's happening. Neil's in 7th. He's fighting for 6th, which he does. He gains position from Joe. So Joe drops it down into 7th right now. So we're on lap 2, and already is shaping up to be a very good Grand Prix already. I always love Mexico anyway. Campbell sets the fastest lap on the Grand Prix. He leads by 1.3 seconds. Rich just dropped it down to 3rd because Ritson overtook him. So he's a bit too further away from Campbell's trying to make the move stick. But is Rich going to make the move on Ritson? Yes, he does actually. Quite easily done, but at this stage the hypers are not starting to run out a little bit yet, so that's why he's not struggling as much. But we do have a Chill Drive on the back of Ritson, who's possibly going to try and make another move as well. Now, this is very, very important for Chill Drive. And also for Ritson as well. So basically, Chill Drive is 4th now. And pretty much, I think Chill wins the championship in stays like this, but I'm not entirely sure. I will be double checking the points at some point. So I don't want to inaccurately say someone's won the championship, but they're actually not, so. We got yellow flag on, Nicolo's out. Nicolo's out of the session. And we got Lorenzo, who had a little bit of an issue as well. So that is very unfortunate. Niels is coming under threat from Mr. Sky and the other Williams. Now, most of you guys have seen the... there was a little bit of a twitch from Mr. Sky there, but he's going to take the left-hand side. Is he going to get the better exit? No, he is not. Niels managed to defend that, but we got the Mercedes of Joe. One is joining the party as well, but Joe's just got a 3-second time penalty. And we have got another retirement in the form of Westy. Oh no. So we've got 2 retirements already, guys. So this freeway battle is shaping to be interesting, I must say. So, hey ho. So I will be checking the standings in this race and see how how their current positions do affect the championship standings. Because basically, if you win, you get 25 points, 18, 15, etc. So it's going to be very tight, I must say. And also the constructors are heating up as well. 9 points separate between McLaren and Force India. I was told to keep an eye on the constructors, but our 2 championship contenders fighting for position. Chill Drive gets 3rd. But he almost made a mistake going through turn 2. This corner kind of reminds me of Maggots and Beckett's in Silverstone. Mainly because of the pure technicality of it. Ritson's going to try and make another go of it, but he backs out. And how about Mr. Sky and Niels? They're going to try and have another go at battling as well. Mr. Sky keeps on to it, but look at Niels. He's around about 3 tenths. They are both on the ultra soft tyre. So they are both on even strategy at the moment. So they just got to be sure, and I wonder what the top two are going to play in this, but the top two are on the hyper. Now someone's being lapped already. So I see blue flags. That is I think it might be Chopper or Faber. I think Chopper is disconnected for like the second race in a row, I think, but not entirely sure. On lap 6 already then. And the top 9 are incredibly close. A lot of people seem to like Mexico, but it gets quite hot again. As Niels is going to try and make another move into 1. Oh, that was a little bit late from Rich on deciding what he was going to do. We've got Joe right behind him as well. It'll be interesting to see who gets better straight line speed as well. Looks like from the looks of things, the Mercedes setup that Joe has decided to run does have a little bit more speed on the corners, so that's why he's hoping a little bit more. So he's got to manage it, and he's got to make sure he does it right. Otherwise that's going to cost him quite a lot. And we got a nice helicopter shot of Niels and Mr. Sky too. So where is Niels? He's about 5 tenths behind Mr. Sky. He's on a decent ERS as well. Campbell's just gone in the pits, but he's got a 5-second stock go for speeding in the pit lane. I wonder if his stock go actually will be served there and then. I don't know, but situation arises as Niels is going to try and make a move on Mr. Sky going through turn 1. Shield Driver's got a 3-second time penalty. He is first of the session. That's probably going to gain more pace on Ritz and less pressure on him. Shield Driver's in the lead, but Ritz is not that far behind Rich as well, as Ritson easily goes past Rich. So pretty much the championship scenario is pretty much changing all the time. So these drivers have got to really fight their hearts out if they want to win or keep their championship hopes alive tonight. So it's going to be tight, I must say, but they get around it. It was also nice to see in testing that McLaren was doing well in terms of mileage and laps and stuff. So I think they're making good progress. I think their reliability in real life in testing is definitely be better at the start of this season than last season. So it's good in that respect. We got Rich in the pits. Obviously, he went on to a set of hypers at the beginning, so I had a feeling the hypers wasn't going to last that long. Am I surprised? Probably not. So Rich then does come out of the pits in 16th, so that is where he is right now. He's got Faber behind him. Now, Chill Driver's got to make sure he gets 3 seconds clear, because if he's not, if it stays like this, then the championship will continue to Brazil. Where Brazil is actually more common for championship deciders anyway. So we'll just have to find out. Mr. Sky is getting very good speed on Ritz and trying to gain some time, but Niels is not that far behind. Niels is hoping that Mr. Sky doesn't make a mistake. And to be honest, there's been a lot of penalty centrals here in Mexico. So a lot of people have been getting penalties already. That is not the best situation, I must say. But look at Jay Carty, though. He's going to try and challenge Beto for a move. But Beto, I think, leaves the room and lets him through, but he's not going to give up. He's going to have a go again. And to be honest, that is the best situation for these guys to be in right now. And only one person still on the hypers, and that's Huberto. So, how is he coping on those hyper soft tyres? That is, to be honest, that's remarkable in itself that he copes with that. Ryan Berry gets another penalty. To be honest, maybe starting next week I should get track on penalties, because otherwise, as I think Carmed is challenging Cam K for position there as well. So very interesting there. And I think what happened to Westy was when Westy went into the pits, the pit crew forgot to change his damaged front wing. So that is why he's out of the race, because obviously he was struggling to go on to that. So hopefully that's given you more of an idea about what's gone on. Faber has left the session. Faber is not a happy bunny whatsoever, as Cam K is going to have another go on Carmen. Opens the door but decides to leave him out of this one this time. So like I said, if anyone's going to win this race due to the penalty that Chill Drive has got, these laps possibly must be going very slow for them if they got a championship fight. And to be honest, if they're not in a championship fight, then they can play it easy a little bit. We got a yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. I wonder what it's called. Oh, so Richard's gone into the pits. Rescheduled stop. Probably a bit early than expected. He's been hold. No, that's better in the pits. Richard's just gone as well. Maybe they're trying to cover up just a little bit. Didn't know why he dropped, but maybe because not many people pitted yet anyway, so that's probably the case. Let me just check actually. Yeah, that's because obviously the Bowman have pitted, the rest haven't, but Campbell has pitted as well due to his hyper soft tyres. Oh, and Nils is out of the session. So we're on to our 4th retirement. Let's see if I can go on board with JKT. Oh, I just missed it. I literally couldn't see that. I think his car's gone, so unfortunately I did not catch that in time. That's quite bad. Now the gap between the lead at the moment and where Ritson and Huberto are, the championship rivals, 19.9, 34.3. So Ritson's still winning a shot, you know. As we got some scraps, I think, for 11th right now. Rich and Ritson probably have the same length used supers, so they're going to have more of an advantage now. Ritson's going to look on Rich's left to see if he's going to challenge the move. Very tight entry, got to make there. Very, very important around here. We're 1/3 away of this Grand Prix now. I'm very accurate today, to be honest. I am very happy that I'm that accurate, but hey ho, that's what I like to do in ILR. So Ritson, he needs to be honest. If I was in Ritson's position, Ritson has got to. What he's got to do, he's going to gain some more time as possible in order to make sure. Because if Chill Drive wins, Ritson needs to finish 3rd. If Chill Drive finishes 2nd, Ritson needs to finish 7th. Ritson's in a good opportunity now. He's going to take the right-hand side. We've also got the Sauber joining in as well. looks like Ritson had the better slipstream there. The gap's now close to 17.87 seconds now between him and Chill Drive, so. My eyes are starting to get very tired today, but to be honest, it has been a very long day at work, so apologies. Warlock getting another penalty. What has Warlock done to get the penalty? I didn't see that, so hey ho on that one. And how are you guys been enjoying this race so far? I hope you all finding it fun to watch. We're on lap 14 now. And Ritson staying where he is now, 15.3. I wonder how long the... I think Mr. Sky has overtaken Chill Drive. Quite convincingly, in fact. Was Chill Drive actually starting to struggle a little bit there? Apologies if I just spotted that, but that's because I have so many battles to... That's probably why. To be honest, Neil is very gutted about his position. And it almost cut to a scene there that wasn't meant to show, so luckily it didn't. And we got Warlock on the back of Chill Drive as well, so maybe Chill Drive's tyres are starting to struggle a little bit. Looks like it. I think, to be honest, it's getting to that stage of the race where the supers are definitely on the tide to be on right now, and they're coming on to his own. So Chill Drive's in the pits. Where is Ritson now? I wonder if Cam K is going to have some team orders and hold up his teammate. But I wonder the danger of that lies in risking position. He is trying to though, look at him. They're three-way wide now, side by side. It's going to be very tight. Chill Drive now ends up in 11th. So, not where he wants to be right now, but he's got to make some ground. And we've got Cam K in the other Force India in 7th. Not that far behind Rich as well. So I wonder what will Ritson be thinking in his mind. Will he be thinking he's fighting Chill Drive or Huberto? So all to play for. J-Car's just getting a time penalty there. I swear, literally, the amount of penalties people get around this circuit is absolutely crazy. Mr. Sky's doing very well to try and hold on to the lead, but will the gap be enough? I think he's staying out any extra lap that he can in order to make sure it stays that way. And Skylo goes into the pit. So that is good for Skideo. I don't know how you say a name, to be honest. We've already got some side-by-side action already, and that was between Verstappen and Wyanberry, so pretty decent stuff as Verstappen this season managed to get one win. Ritson's on the attack now. Carl Meds. What Carl Meds has got to do is find a way to make past Ritson. Joe's got his first penalty of the session today as well. Pretty much everyone this season has got at least one penalty. I thought that was a legitimate overtake, but that was someone just passing a ghost. And a Chill Drive getting another 3-second time penalty. That is up to 6 now. as Mr. Sky goes into the pit as well. I'm trying to rest my eyes a little bit because they are starting to get tired, but hey, where does Mr. Sky end up? Not that far in front of Uberto actually, so we can possibly see a battle from them again. So, very tight already here. As I think we've got a prancing Williams on back of a prancing Ferrari and Red Bull. Slido has also got a penalty too, so. Looks like Rich is going to make the challenge again. Going into turn number 1. Can he do it? Sometimes, in my opinion, it's very hard to catch the camera angles ever so slightly. Huberto getting a 3-second time penalty. I don't think Ritson's got any, so he could be on to win this race. That'll be a good move based on his title aspirations. Joe's got to be careful. If he gets any more penalties, then he will be disqualified. And none of the guys here want to be disqualified. No, they don't. No, they don't. It's shaping up to be very intense as there's still people on the super soft that still haven't pitted yet. Campbell pitted quite late. I wonder if it's faster having a 2-stop like I said. Very tight. So everyone's pretty much on the supers, I think. There's one person still on the hypers, and that is Joe, who pitted quite early as well, or maybe because he wants to do a change of compound, perhaps. As some of these guys are keeping its potential, which is good. To be honest, with some of the other leagues I'm in, I always tend to think of nicknames for the drivers. I haven't done much of that this season, and I feel quite bad. We're not doing it, so that is something that I will be introducing next season, do not worry, in ILR4, so there's still quite a decent amount of you watching the stream. There's around about 8 people, so good to see. "16 grueling laps to go of this very intense Mexico circuit. It looks like Huberto's made another move on Scardio by the sound of things. I'm I'm just literally trying to find a way to make sure my eyes I can see properly. Because they are itchy at the moment, but hopefully I'll be alright and can see. Usually I'm fine in this situation as Jay Carty's got a 3-second time penalty. Literally everyone has got penalties, possibly apart from Ritson. I haven't seen Ritson get one yet. Carl Mays has gone into the pits as well. And I always thought in my head a Charles Williams in there. I don't know why. But I didn't put that in the license keys or anything, so the whole family is safe, so do not worry. As I'm quite surprised that Warlock's actually managing to get his tyres to 20 laps. He can still go on and win this if he gets his pit stop right. As I swear Warlock could read my mind or something. Is he I bet you he's watching the stream. And he knows roughly where he's going to say he's going to pit, and he decides to pit then, so. Or maybe because that was a stop go, and maybe it was because he had to serve his stop go. I'm not entirely sure. Now, there's one game which I'm very looking forward to tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow, well, the deluxe version of it anyway. Dirt Rally 2. But the only sad thing is I won't be able to play all of it because of work. I've got the game. I just won't be able to play all of it until Saturday when I'm home, so. But oh well, things happen this time. There's not much battles going on actually. Saying that, I spoke too soon. As Joe Skillio, not that far behind Verstappen. Again, also I will remember how to say these names right. As Skillio is going to try and possibly make another challenge, but he decided that no, this is the fairest option right now. We just got to find the right space and also right capability as well. As Ritson is going into the pits for his change of tyres. Now he's going on to a set of supers. Now I wonder that he went on hypers and then ultras and supers. I wonder if 2-stop could be quicker. We'll have to wait and see, but I think what Chill Driver's done is Chill Driver's timed it to make sure the supers going to the end of the race, but it's going to be tough as oh, we got Mr. Sky ghosting. We got a yellow flag in set to 1. Who is that? Someone's running very slow in set to 1. They keep flashing, and I don't know who. Beto has got a 3-second time penalty. We've got 13 laps to go. Who do you think is going to win? Let us know. Don't forget, if you just joined us, hello and welcome to IndyILR Racing Season 4. This is ILR4. There's also ILR3 happening at exactly the same time. So you know what? Have both streams happening at the same time. So you can find out what happens to both of them. Chill Drive managed to switch position from Campbell, who's gone into the pits. So a lot of these guys are definitely doing 2 stops because they think it's faster. But there are some people that are doing 1. So all to play for here. As it looks like the Red Bull and oh, they almost had a bit of contact, the Red Bull and the Renault by looks of things. We've also got the Williams joining. It's It's not going to be free if it turns out like this and it goes 3 wide. It's going to be tight. And Ritson has got to make some ground now in order to make sure he stays in a championship fight. As Verstappen is... I was going to say Skillio was going to make a very good overtake there, but he was just lapping someone. He was lapping a ghost, so that's what he was doing right now. So as Verstappen has still got Mr. Sky right behind him as well, and Renault, yeah, for most of these guys, it's going to be a 2-stop. Unless they can push these tyres for 20 laps, which is what some of these guys did. But Chill Drive is very determined to make this a 1-stop. So basically, if Chill Drive wins, Ritson's got to finish 3rd. So at the moment, Ritson's not quite there yet, but it may depend on penalties if he can make it. And I will be checking penalties as well. But don't forget, Chill Driver's got 6 seconds, but he's clear at the moment. So, but Warlock's on the hypers, so I wonder if Warlock will be helping other teammates out. You never know. Rich is not doing very well in terms of penalties. That is his next penalty coming up as well. So he's got to be careful because there could be a few people that can go down to ILR5 if they consistently make penalties. And we don't want someone to drop below because of that. Again, we won't find out what tiers people are in until like probably the middle of March, beginning of April. So it will be a long wait for these guys. And oh, it's Mr. Sky, not Rich, my bad, who I was on board with. Need to keep my eye on things, I must say. I have been following the ILR3 race as well. It's been sunny there as well, so there hasn't been any drop of rain at the moment. Which must be a relief for these guys, as Campbell's now in 8th. Now, he's on the set of Ultrasofts. Is the Ultra going to last to the end? I don't know, but he's going to gain some decent speed on Rich there, going into turns 1 and 2. A lot of people are cheering for their favourite drivers as well. Warlock's starting to gain some speed. So this rate, Chill Drive could be 2nd if Warlock gains more speed, but Warlock might have got a penalty as well. Roberto got another 3 seconds. Pretty much, I know some of you guys may be Roberto fans, but due to the amount of penalties that Roberto's got, I think Roberto's chance of winning the championship is pretty much over. So it is probably going to be down to Chill Drive and Ritson now these last few races. Which is a set of fastest lap on the Ultras, I believe, with a 1:16.5. I think that's what it was. I think that's what I spotted. Not entirely sure. Is Campbell and oh, we got Haas almost went in wide there when it broke a little bit too late there, but he decided to back out for it for now. Cam K in 9th as well. He's got a Toro Rosso behind him as well. Very, very tight. Very, very tight. As it looked like there was a bit of a lock-up from Cam K for a minute there. As well as, to be honest, there's no point me checking penalties because I will be going on for days about the amount of penalties these guys have got. So there's pretty much no point as Carmaze is just overtaking Campbell by the sound of things. Ritson in 5th. I need to double check the permutations of the championship a second. So, Chill Drive, based on penalties, will be 2nd. And Ritson needs to finish 7th. So, right at the moment, at this moment in time, the championship is still going to go to Brazil. So Ritson is doing all he needs right now to make sure that it goes to Brazil. As Camel just overtaking Carmez again, so they're pretty much switching for position every lap. Warlock could be set for another win, but due to penalties, but could this be a point where the hypers do start to run out? He's determined to make sure that his hypers do not run out, obviously. So you never know. This is like USA, like me watching the USA Grand Prix because last year in real life, because I was hoping Lewis Hamilton could win it in USA, but obviously he didn't. But I was glad that obviously Kimi Räikkönen. Speaking of Kimi Räikkönen, actually, he's doing so well in Alpha is now called now. But anyway, he's doing so well in that team now at the moment. He's settling in quite well. He's even saying to the team that obviously, because obviously Kimi tested the Alpha in Abu Dhabi testing, he's already saying to the team that the Alpha car is so much better than it was in Abu Dhabi testing. So you can tell that Raikkonen has worked, Raikkonen's team has worked a lot harder this year. And with Raikkonen's teammate as well, that's going to definitely throw it into the mix a little bit. Warlock are getting a bit more pace than we found, so let me just get the leader gap actually. Between Chill Drive and Mr. Sky. Oh my word, Joe, not another penalty. I swear, Joe gets so many penalties, it's unreal. But again, that is what happens, On lap 30 now, we've got 6 more laps to go. At the moment, Ritson is where he needs to be in order to keep his championship hopes alive for another race. This is very, very important. This is basically the most important laps in his life. As Sculio. Oh, Sculio's been stuck in the pits for a long time. Nope, he goes out by looks of things. Yes, he does. As I think Joe's still on the back of him though. Oh no, Huberto's gone into the pits, but he's got a 5-second stop go. That's harsh, but we've still got Joe and Verstappen fighting on track as well. I hope you guys have been enjoying the battles that have been taking place on track already. This has been good, to be honest. I'm going to be really sad when ILR4 is over for Season 4, but I will be excited to commentate on these guys for Season 5 as Joe is still on the back of Verstappen there for a minute there. He's around about, I think, 3/10 behind. One of the Toro Rossos just went off track a little bit. I think that was Lorenzo. Or someone that's being lapped. Actually, no, it wasn't Lorenzo. Yeah, it was Lorenzo. Who went a little bit wide there. Again, I couldn't really tell who that was. Warlock is definitely not struggling on those hypersofts at all. He's doing ever so well. I did say someone could be a dark horse, but I never think it was going to be Warlock. I never thought it was going to be Warlock. But anyway, we still got, oh, we got 3 wide in the first turn. Oh, Joe, another penalty from Joe. Basically, if Joe's not careful, if he gets another penalty, then if he's not careful, he's going to get disqualified. He doesn't want to get disqualified, does he? But Lorenzo's doing very well for his first outing in the Red Bull team. Well, not the Red Bull, the Toro Rosso. The Toro Rosso, another person that's done, another team that's done well in winter testing so far, and so is Renault as well. Even though I think the engine blew up at the end of, towards the end of this session that happened earlier on, which was a bit of a shame. I was only able to tune into the audio stream whilst I was at work, because obviously I couldn't get Now TV at work, so I was only able to listen to the audio stream with someone else, and it was very entertaining, not gonna lie, whilst I was at work, because to be honest, I've always been in a situation where, oh, looks like Ritz is running wide a little bit. But anyway, I always go into a situation where I do concentrate, to be honest, better when there's music. I don't know why. I wonder if you guys think of that as well. So, some of you guys may be thinking that. So, I think the ones who started on the hypers made a little bit of a mistake, but to end on the hypers could be a good shot for them. Now, it's going to get to a point now where I'm going to be checking for penalties. Joe's right behind Verstappen though. We also got the fourth India of Cam K as well under pressure, so it's going to be very tight to make the move. Verstappen almost took the right-hand line there. He can't afford to take any necessary risks at this stage. He's going to take the left-hand side line now. He's got the better run. Oh, and the fourth India's gone wide. That's allowed Joe to say, thank you very much, Cam K. You made that mistake. I've got that move. That is what he's thinking right now, and that's what he's doing. So, hey-ho about that. So, whilst Cam K goes in the pits, let's check penalties. I know Chill Driver's got 2, but let me check anyway. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. So Chill Drive, he's got 2 penalties, and he's on 2 warnings right now. Warlock's got 2 penalties as well. 3 penalties. I didn't know Warlock was on so many penalties. Now, how many is Mr. Sky? Mr. Sky could win this. Mr. Sky doesn't have a penalty, so Carmen's just got a 3-second one. Let's look. So, Chill Drive's got to be 8 seconds clear of Mr. Sky, which he is at the moment. It must be nail-biting stuff for Chill Drive. Ritson's got to finish 3rd. He's got to finish 3rd to make sure that he keeps his championship hopes alive right now. Warlock's got more penalties than Chill Drive, so Chill Drive is on an even playing field, but I wonder if Chill Drive's tyres are going to die towards the end. I really hope they don't, because otherwise the championship could be decided in Brazil. So he's really got to put the pedal to the metal, but Warlock's finding a little bit more time at the moment. It is very intense to watch. That's why I like commentating on stuff like this. It's absolutely amazing, and hope you guys are still with us. I don't know if any of you guys are still going to watch the Silverstone Grand Prix. My aim this year, I want to go and see a Grand Prix. Oh, Verstappen's got another penalty. I want to go and see a Grand Prix this season, and I want to go to Silverstone, even though it's expensive, but hey-ho. Skidio has lost it as well. Oh my word. It's going to be decided on penalties, but I don't know which way it's going to go. I literally can't call it right now, as Ritten's got 4th. Ritten's got 4th. So Ritson, all he's got to do is pass Mr. Sky, and then his championship hope is still alive. He knows that's where he wants to be right now. He must overtake Mr. Sky. He's also got Rich right behind him as well. Mr. Sky doesn't have any penalties, but does Ritson have any penalties? I don't think Ritson has any penalties. He's got 2 warnings though. So he's on a clean slate right now. Mr. Sky hasn't got... Oh, he got a yellow flag in sector 1. Not quite sure what happened there. No, I didn't see what happened there. My voice is starting to run out. So on the final lap, pretty much anything can change now. Ritson, oh my God, Ritson is so close between Mr. Sky. But Rich is not that far behind Ritson. But Rich is on more penalties though, so I don't think that's going to change anything. But I wonder how that's going to do. Oh, that's very tight going into turn one. Very, very tight. To be honest, I never lost my voice this hard in a league race, but that's because I like commentating on championship battles. And at this rate, if Ritson doesn't get past Mr. Sky, the championship's over for him. It's make or break for him, really. So, it is, to be honest, it's his to lose. I literally can't watch. I literally can't watch. It's going to be very close between, if Ritson just got, Ritson's got to make the move. He's got to make the move. He's got to make the move on Rich, and then he's done it. But anyway, let's see. Chill Drive comes across the line. He wins, but does he hold on to the win? Yes, he does. So Louet is Ritson. Ritson is coming across the final corner. Oh, Ritson's P2. Ritson's done enough. He is only just, because Warlock and Rich and Mr. Sky got... Did Mr. Sky get a penalty in the last lap? He must have. Oh, it was probably due to that stop-go penalty. That's why. So, ladies and gentlemen, your championship is not being decided tonight. That means I'm literally so excited for this. I'm so happy. But anyway, this means it could be decided in Brazil, but it was so close to be decided tonight. But unfortunately, it wasn't decided tonight. So, well done to Chill Drive, but Ritson must be pleased that he's still able to hold on to his championship hopes. He needed to finish third, he finished second. That is probably pretty much the closest I've ever seen. So, well done to both of them. But anyway, I think Chill Drive is still really happy to win, which means, to be honest, it doesn't really matter where he finishes next week. I think if he wins next week, he wins the title. So, but hopefully Cam could send me some permutations for next week anyway. So, Chill Drive and Ritson have been fighting all season, and it's going to go on again next week to decide who is going to win the driver's title. So here we go. But it could all change with stewards inquiries, you never know. But at the moment, Chill Drive wins. Ritson in second. Warlock third. And Rich in fourth place. Mr. Sky in fifth. Campbell in sixth. Carmed in seventh. Elite in eighth. Skidio in ninth. And Verstappen in 10th. And due to Chill Drive winning and Ritson in seventh, we're now down to a two-way title fight. Huberto is out of the championship fight now. It is down to Ritson and Chill Drive now. It's a two-way fight. It was nice for Huberto to be involved for quite a long time, but unfortunately, his chance is over. But Huberto will be in ILR4 again, I think, this next season. So, and due to the new regulations, he will be in a good car next season. So, that is good. So anyway, thank you so much for watching ILR4. It's been very entertaining. And who do you think is going to win the title? Well, basically, is it going to be decided next week in Brazil, or is it going to be decided in the final race in Abu Dhabi? We'll have to wait and see, but we now know it's not going to be decided tonight. ILR5 wasn't decided tonight, and neither was ILR4. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Just Games 95. Don't forget to tune to the Xbox tiers tomorrow on YouTube and Twitch at 7:30. But for the ILR1 and 2 PS4 leads are on Sunday. So check out for those. But until then, I've been Just Games 95. Have a good evening, everybody. And good night.